What's up, y'all? So this is just a pretty late night. Well, just kind of woke up, but you can heal yourself through anything, and you got to start believing that like you got the power to heal yourself, and stop thinking that you have to have everything to fix yourself. I mean, all you need is you. I mean, that's where you start. I mean, a lot of the things that we go through or experience, I mean, yeah, it start with other people or like it happened with other people, but at the end of the day, it's still you. You're the one that goes home. You're the one that sits and processes and feels or, you know, choose not to feel. But the experience of what you experience is still there. And a lot of that it has to be processed, worked through, looked at for yourself, not for anybody else. And a lot of times I think that we think we're going to get judged or, but you got to know, if God see what you do 24/7, regardless of what you do, you feel me? It's really just more about it's you and you at the end of the day when you're clearing or coming to terms with, the things in your life that are not healthy or are healthy, and just really getting clear on the things that you do need to work on with inside of yourself and just looking at it, because there are certain things that are us that may not be healed or it may just be a part of us, but there are aspects of us that we are aware that are not healthy, right? That we still indulge in or that we still give time and energy to, but then in the long run, we kind of see how like it doesn't really add to us. It takes more away. And so you have to just get really clear with the things that you feel is creating lack in your life, whether it be your mindset, your belief system, or anything else that influences you to live a certain way or be a certain way. Because we could say like, oh, nothing influences me, I'm me. But we all have things that influence us to be a certain way, Like me, a lot of the things that I went through influences me to want to be better or like help others become better, because it's like each experience I went through has allowed me to like know how to move through shit, know how to really move through, a lot of the bad things or the negative things that happen in life. So it's like it's easier for me to be able to like, understand that a lot of the stuff that happened to us isn't against us, it's for us, right? But when you be so much in a victim mentality, when so much has happened, you just built this victim mentality of like, everything's always everyone else's fault. Because it's easier that way to feel like good, But if we never face our problems, if we never face the things that are wrong with us, then how will we ever truly be able to heal ourselves, right? To be that version of who we want to become. But you got to trust yourself a little more. You got to surrender to who you used to be, right? Or who you were trying to be. And that's the message that came up yesterday. Like, I don't need to try to be me. I just need to be me. Because a lot of times when you're trying to be yourself, that's when you really not yourself the most, because you're trying to put up a front of who you are. But deep down, you know who you are when you're not trying to be someone. And that's the version of ourselves that we're being encouraged to live from, more than this version where we're trying to show people that we're somebody, right? But just be you, because that's what's going to make people love you, because you're you, right? Not because you're trying to be this person or you try to look like this, you try to know. Yeah, they make you that attention, but but at the end of the day, when you go home and you have to take that mask off, it's like you realize, like, but that's not me. But that's just the only person I know how to be, because the people I'm around or the situations I'm involved in. I have to, right? But that's why I said when you get really clear and it's just you and you, that's when you really see who you is. That's when you really see all your parts of yourself. And sometimes we need to value that time where we got the mask off and it is just us and us. That's why that solitude time be important, because it helps you really get clear looking at yourself. And I get it. Some people don't like going through that process because it's like they don't want to see they bad. But it's like, how are you going to ever expect to get better if you're never looking at what you lacking or your problems, right? And then healing those things, or surrendering to God and asking him to help you, heal those things that are with inside of you. And it may be a journey, right? But remember what I always say, like at the end of that journey though, like you're going to be free. You're going to love yourself. You're going to be at peace. Like all the things that happen to you is going to be a part of your testimony of who you have become, not who you are. So with that being said, I hope that each and every one of y'all out there just allows God to transform your life and show you that you can have a better life once you take a chance on yourself, and trust him and surrender and let him guide you and let him show you just what's for you, and I hope that one day you all find that what you thought you were missing was already inside of you. You just had to dive in a little deeper and find it. So I love each and every one of y'all, and yeah, have a good night.